Hey guys, this is Cool Cat 555 from Krypton. We just had our 15th war win streak and we are super happy about it because we won this war versus an engineered clan. They had like 2 or 3 Town Hall 11 defenseless bases with maxed out heroes, and they ended up having 3 eagle bases versus our 1 eagle base. So let's see how we did. Our top 3 is taking on enemy top 2, and he decides to go with healed Bowitch. That's 20 bowlers, 7 witches, 4 healers, 3 rage spell, 1 jump spell, 1 heal and 1 poison. So he decides to start the attack with 4 bowlers and 2 witches and 2 healers on either side to create a funnel for the rest of the troops to go in. And now the CC golem is deployed, followed by rest of the bowlers, and then the king, queen and warden and rest of the witches, and poison for the defending clan castle troops. 1 rage is used, and as you can see, the enemy has multi-target infernos, so the warden ability is used, and 1 more rage, and then a jump spell is used, leading the troops into the town hall compartment. The king's ability is just used, and a heal is placed because there are a lot of defenses targeting the troops in the center. And as you can see, there's the king and bowlers in the middle, and the queen followed by some witches and healers on one side, and 2 bowlers and 2 witches and warden on another side. The king is stuck on the wall, but from here onwards it's just a matter of cleanup, and the remaining troops are more than enough to finish into a good job, and we get our first Town Hall 11 3-star in this war. And this is me taking on enemy number 3. And guys, let me tell you at start that this is one of those attacks where a lot of things go wrong, but in the end they all work out fine and you end up getting a 3-star. We had already tried Bowitch on this base, and we had just got high percentage 2 stars, so we had to 3-star this base, and I decided to go with bowlers and minor attack versus this base. The idea was to go in with a queen charge, lure the CC out and kill the CC, then go in with the king and rest of the bowlers, and clear out and make a path for the miners to go in and get the town hall. The poison spell is being deployed for the CC, and once the CC is taken care of, queen moves on towards the wizard tower, and here you can see the archer tower actually starts targeting my grand warden, so I'm forced to use his ability before the queen breaks out that wall. And I misclicked, and instead of dropping the CC golem, I dropped the king. Then I dropped the rest of the bowlers and a great spell, and I also used a heal there because there is a giant bomb, and then I froze the single target inferno, and I raged the bowlers. And as I didn't have my warden ability, so some of my troops did die there, but we soon managed to get the eagle down. And what happened at this point was the bowlers were nicely clearing all the troops and making a path, and I wasn't watching the top, and I thought the structures were completely clear because I was more focused on the single target inferno and hoping that it doesn't lock onto my queen. So I deployed my miners thinking that the path was clear, but that elixir collector was still standing there, and all the miners went there. But thankfully my queen got the town hall, and it didn't make much difference though the miners didn't get the town hall. And I had a lot of bowlers left out, and the healers were healing the bowlers, and from here on I had my queen's ability also still left, and it was just a matter of cleanup, and we finally got a lucky 3-star. and this is our 6 taking on enemy number 4, and he decides to go with bolava. That's 10 bowlers and golem in the CC, 2 lava hounds, 22 loons, few minions and wall breakers, and 6 raid spells and poison. The idea is to go with your kill squad and kill the enemy queen and get as many ADs as possible, and also kill the enemy CC so that the lava loons can clear up the rest of the base. And here, as you can see, after the bowlers cleared a good funnel, the heroes are dropped in and they're raged, and out come the CC, and the poison is dropped on them, and the warden ability is also used. But unfortunately, the single target Inferno locks onto the king and he dies. But we do manage to get 2 air defenses, and our queen also manages to get one of the Inferno down. Now starts the lava union portion of the attack. 2 lavas are deployed, and great spell is used, followed by some loons behind them, and a few more loons are dropped, and the third rage is used. He still has about 7 loons left and 2 rage spells, and the 4th rage is used near the single target Inferno, and now the rest of the loons are used to get the backside of the base. And at this point in time, he has 1 rage spell left, but there is that splash damage wizard tower left, and as you can see clearly, the wizard tower almost kills the loons, and he just gets very lucky and manages to kill it with very little HP left on his loons. So this was a good 3-star for us, and this was now a matter of just clean up, and we were able to clean it out well within time and get 3 stars on this base. And this is our top 4 taking on enemy number 5, and he decides to go with healed Bowitch. And this is a Town Hall 11 base, but minus the Eagle and the Infernos, and as usual it is 2 sides of bowlers and witches flanked by the healers, and middle the rest of the troops. But the placement of the ADs in this base actually kill the healers on one side. But since the base does not have any Eagle or Infernos, eventually the troops do manage to clear the rest of the base and reach the town hall. And here, as you can see, the king still has his ability, but the queen has used up her ability, and the warden's ability has also been used. But we have loads of witches left, and the golem is full health, and he has a break spell and heal spell left to tackle that final town hall compartment. And he uses the rage spell, and he uses the heal on the queen, and the golem walks in with all the swag, and we get the final cannon and 3 stars on this base. And this is our 7 taking on enemy 6, and again this is a healed Bowitch, more or less the same composition, and he has used the power potion so that his troops are higher, and it's 2 sides, again followed by the golem and rest of the troops in the middle, and poison for the CC, and he doesn't have a warden because this is a Town Hall 10 taking on Town Hall 9, and the healers are healing the bowlers and the witches. The queen has her ability still, but the king is dead, and the queen gets stuck on a wall. However, the bowlers and the witches in the middle are doing a good job, and the healers are healing them, and the queen just about uses her ability, but it's a matter of cleanup, and we get 3 stars. And this is our 7 going versus enemy 7 base, and he decides to go with Lava Lunian attack, and that's 2 lavas, 20 minions, and 22 loons, and a few wall breakers. And he starts with baby drags on 2 sides to create the funnel, and just it's kind of spam lava union with all the lavas and balloons dropped from one side and then raged, and he's waiting for majority of the defensive structures to be cleared, and then he drops the heroes, uses the wall breaker, and then they go in, and rest of the base is soon cleared up. As you can notice, our 7 has lower level heroes. That's just level 16 king and level 16 queen, so it's a good job. And this is our 8 going versus his mirror 8. And like I said at the beginning of this video, this was an engineered clan, and look at this. He has maxed out heroes, level 50 queen, level 50 king and warden, but just Teslas and no other defenses in the base. So our 8 does manage to clear it with lava union, and it is using these kind of bases that they got the double eagle advantage over us. And this is our 9 taking on his mirror 9, and it's once again a town hall 9, but defenses are like town hall 7 or something, so it was pretty easy for him. And he goes with a golem and a few hogs and valks, and he has low level heroes, but since this defenses of this base are very low, it doesn't matter much. Once the CC is killed, the valks and the king pretty much go through the base, and then come the hogs, and they're healed, and it's a very easy 3-star in the end, well within the time. And finally, this is our 10 taking on enemy number 10, and as you can see, it's an engineer town hall 11 with very high level heroes and literally no defenses. But it's a very funny attack, guys, because our number 10, he fails to kill the dragon and witch in the CC. So what happens is the dragon stays alive for the whole of the attack and keeps killing his loons. But fortunately, since the base has no defense whatsoever, he does manage to complete 3-starring the base, but the dragon is still alive and he scores the 3 stars. Hope you guys enjoyed watching our 15th war win streak video. We certainly had a lot of fun defeating that engineered clan. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe and support because it keeps us motivated to bring you more videos. See you later, guys.